This is a 350 square foot studio apartment that started as a pretty simple bare box. I wanted to create a really layered and almost curated space that's full of personality and tons of decorating hits. In the living area, I started with the bigger pieces first. This slip-covered tuxedo-style sofa is perfect for the space because it's still streamlined, but also quite light and airy. I then added some additional seating. This great rocking chair, which is a vintage piece, is a nice warm accent, as well as this linen chair. The tufting and the rolled arm and the kind of turned leg is a really nice play against the sofa. In the center of the seating area, I've added this vintage trunk. It's perfect as a coffee table, and it's also great storage. I also just love the beat-up quality, and it's just such a perfect vintage piece. I then grounded the entire space by adding this amazing sisal rug. It's really inexpensive and just perfect in any room because of all the texture and natural color. I then moved over to this dresser, another giant piece for the room, and maybe kind of strange in the average living room. But in a studio apartment where storage is key, this piece is perfect because of all the amazing storage. The surface of this large dresser is a really great spot to style and add personal objects. The homeowner can also interchange these things in different seasons, and just the layering gives this room a lot of character. Because this is a rental space, I've left the kitchen basically as is, but it still works because the configuration is perfect and all the wood tones really add a lot of warmth. I did, however, add an island with a worn marble top. It's a great place for dining, and there's actually extra storage underneath. To unify these two spaces, I've created this wall of drapery that kind of really echoes the wall color as well. The look is great, and it's also just more uniform and more consistent. Because this is a tiny studio apartment, the bed area is really open to the rest of the living space, so it needed to be decorated at the same level. I started with this great 4-poster bed. It's a big size, but the vertical height almost creates its own sense of space and a bedroom area, really. I then layered up the bedding in the same way that I decorated the rest of the space, by just adding texture and color and pattern. I started with the basics, a great white duvet cover, white sheets, and a charcoal coverlet. I then added some more personality with these pillows. This knot pattern is perfect, and I also love how the velvet ties back to the living area as well. The next thing was adding a bit more personality on the walls. This vintage map is perfect. I love how it's kind of stained and rumpled, and the color just kind of blends in a little bit, and really relates back to what we did in the living area. At the end of the bed, I've added this great wood console, which is perfect as a key drop. I've also added a runner, which really finishes off that entryway look. Now, because this is such a small space, the key was to create dedicated zones that don't sacrifice function. Also, with a really cohesive color palette and the same sense of layered decorating throughout, it's proof that you can create just as much impact and style in a small space.